It's time now for the Peter Channel Love Clock News is late Friday, April 29th, 2016. Good evening, I'm Peter Wiggins, late at 11 o'clock. News and odds, top story at 11 o'clock is Burlingame, Game, California, where hundreds of demonstrators descended the California Republican Convention Friday to protest Donald Trump out of his speech. No release video shows missing Florida teens Austin Stefanos and Perry Court as they pull out the Jupiter Illinois, but both today they went missing. Employee of the Doctors Without Borders in October 2015 decided what they remained in the organization's hostile to straight by the airstrike that left 42 people dead. Beirut, Syria called local troops into Damascus and the northern province on Friday that but no halt to come out the main battlefield in Aleppo after a surge in fighting the United Nations instead showed monstrous disregard for civilian lives. Also, Texas, a late-night phone call to police about a crime child led to the discovery of 8 children unsupervised in a sanitary home, including a 2-year-old boy chained to a backyard and a 3-year-old girl tied to a door with a dog leash. Nairobi, on Saturday, Kenyan wildlife officials will set more than 105 tons of elephant and rhino ivory fire displayed intended to come out to the growing threat of poaching. It was on this date 5 years ago that Princess Kate and Prince William tied the knots at Buckingham Palace in London, England on Friday, April 20th, 2011. The nuclear deal reached between Iran and P5 plus one world powers last summer, formerly known as a joint comprehensive plan, and action was particular to the basic give and take. London, if it helps you have friends at a high place and when you promote an athletic event, that's certainly the case for Prince Harry, will release a video Friday promoting the upcoming Invictus Games for wounded veterans. Charleston, South Carolina, when a series of students yesterday on Justice E. Meek Jr. pleaded guilty in the United States Court on Friday. Line of federal officials were now in this knowledge and involvement in his friend Dylan S. Booth. Tampa, Florida. The Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office said authorities have found 4 girls who were barely run away from a facility. Austin Jenny Zananda acted as White House press secretary for nearly 3 presidential terms, especially isn't rusty. Burlingame, California. Our Governor John Kasich says gay people are most likely more gay, but he doesn't see it. In North Alabama, police say a Mansfield man has been cleaning up at other department stores, but William J. Skivington pointed out 16 Whitetail Lane in Mansfield is not using soapy water to mop. Skivington is accused of stealing of almost $3,000 worth of high-end vacuum cleaners since December from Target stores in North Alabama, Plainville, and from Kohl's in Mansfield. He is also accused of lifting dog food and paper goods, and court records indicated he's stealing $4 worth of blenders from Walmart and Walmart earlier this month. A city police officer linked court paperwork found in an abandoned store camper earlier this week to the suspect that he had previously arrested a related crime. Mansfield, this time of the town's new public safety highway garage covers are well along and was partly expected to go out in August. SACOP. Residents will get to see draws on how their public liability might be approved during a public meeting on Wednesday, May 11th. Boston and a Uber driver accused of making a strong sexual advances toward a reporter last month is no longer active in a popular rated alien car service. Uber said Friday, but Uber, which has faced criticism for its driver, found the process of past related assaults wouldn't say whether the named driver was fired when he left the service. Boston, a federal jury acquitted the three men accused of trying to hide a convicted felon's ownership stake in the lead wind resort towards an development casino in Massachusetts. Yahoo Incorporated Chief Maris Mayer will walk away from $55 million severance package and the company's oxygen administrative operation culminates in the sale that asked her from her job. Oil prices finished at their best month of the year on Friday as they headed back toward $50 a barrel, bringing some relief to the beleaguered energy producers that the fact they are reported some of the worst quarterly results in years. I'm disappointed overall quarterly performance. Through that in the slowing growth and declining profits of Microsoft's important cloud business. More than 1 million people may be warned against targets to gender-inclusive bathroom policy, but the possibly long-term negative effects that a slim expert said. A weasel like rodent shut down the world's most powerful atom special opportunity in the period. Only non-fighter power cable facility officials said. The Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency has been suspended in repairs of malfunction. It should be satellite launched on February 17th, but beyond repair. The Dragon's eyes that twitch under its lids at the left one of monitor hooked up with the brain showing activity spectrum across it somewhere inside the reptile and subconscious and between maybe playing it out. Enjoy the stuff and meal relax and the sun baked. St. Kitts claimed his first American life. A Puerto Rican resident who developed a severe loss of platelets and cells uncontrollably by help of blood to clot. While cancer controls have become significantly more expected compared with those of 15 years ago, according to a new study the research provides inside the rising drug price of the U.S. RBC, type 2 diabetes, and psoriasis showed to correlate each other over the study out of Denmark, which could be responsible for the lake. Fifth grader Christopher Ward Jr. has been legally blind all his life, but he recently got to see his mother for the first time from new electronic glasses. Peter Childers Hobbs, now 11:06 p.m. on this late Friday night. Time out for Trevor reported this late Friday night. Let's study up down and down. Where? It's looking at the highways and byways of the Ocean State. Down in the gate, Route 28 on the northbound and southbound side of the so from Castle on 28 all the way up to the Bourne Waterway. Route 6 on the eastbound side, a little slow by the Sagamore Stretch Route. Route 3, southeast Massachusetts sideways on looking good. Route 120 on the southbound side, accident between Route 28 and Red Off and Route 37 breakthrough, so expect some delays. Mass Pilot westbound side, a little slow at low 10 Williams Settle around the local airport. 95 on the northbound side, Gaxton Route. Route 1 in Denver's. Eastern Massachusetts highways on looking good. Highways in central and western Massachusetts are looking except for Interstate 91 on the northbound side, a little slow around. The Mass Pike in Holyoke, so expect delays. Threat and New Hampshire highways are looking good, but on 95 on the northbound, southbound side, we get it. Slow downs on 95 on the southbound side, just ran Route 2 in Herman, so expect some delays. $95 on the southbound and northbound side, a little slow from 156 to the line between Yantic and Connecticut. 91 on the northbound side, we get an accident up in 91 on the northbound side, just ran Route 178 in Windsor, so expect some delays. I-8 for the eastbound side, a little slow at Route 9 in New Britain. I-8 for the westbound side, a little slow before Route 8 in Waterbury. I-8 for the westbound side, a little slow due to 202 on the Route 7 on the southbound side, we're getting an accident just around Brookfield, so expect some delays in Connecticut. On the Brookfield side. Merritt Parkway to the eastbound side, and it's a little slow at Milford Stretch. Merritt Parkway to both ends, it's slow for the Sanford Stretch. Tennessee Bridge to the westbound side, and it's slow at the Cherry Town. Tennessee Bridge to the eastbound side, it's looking good. Down in New York City, 95 on the southbound side, and it's slow from Bronx to the George Washington Bridge. 95 on the northbound side, and a little slow from Fort Lee all the way at the George Washington Bridge. West Side Highway, it's slow from Midtown all the way out to the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel. West Side Highway on the northbound side, so from Midtown all the way to George Washington Bridge. Line Expressway on both ends, a little slow from Brooklyn all the way at the Midtown Manhattan. 278 on both ends, so from Brooklyn all the way at the Line Expressway. 670 on the northbound side, a little slow before the Grand Central Parkway. 278 on the westbound side, a little slow after the Visitors Bridge. 278 on both ends, a little slow from Line Expressway all the way out to the Brooklyn Bridge. New Jersey Turnpike to the I-78 eastbound side, and then slow from Newark all the way out to the Harlem Tunnel due to closures on I-78 from Newark to Jersey City due to some overnight road work. Jersey Turnpike looking from New York all the way out to Wilmington, Delaware, and Garden State Park southbound side, also Cape May otherwise. It's looking from Cape May all the way to Newark down to Philadelphia vicinity. It is 276 on the eastbound side, a little slow around Route 1 in Levittown. 476 on the northbound side, a little slow on I-78 in Allentown. I-78 on the eastbound side, the accident cuts down, so expect delays. But otherwise, highways and byways in Pennsylvania are looking good. Highways and byways in Maryland and D.C. are looking good. And New York State is moving from New York to the Pennsylvania border via Albany, Rochester, Syracuse, and Buffalo. And all the highways and byways that have got for the Empire State of New York State are looking good. Take a look at MBTA alerts at 11:10. Subway system is looking good. On the commuter rail, looking good. And on the ferries, they are looking good. Peter Channel News Times, now 11:10 p.m. on this late Friday night. And it is time now for what reported this late Friday night, the gateway to the weekend. For tonight, a slight chance rate before 1 a.m. Most skies go to about 36 degrees. Light south wind, just based to 20%. For Saturday, sun skies about 63 degrees. Cloud will become a southeast wind 6 miles in the afternoon. So if you are going to the Norton Youth Baseball Softball Open today, you're going to have some perfect weather. Saturday night, most skies go to about 37 degrees. Sun about 3 to 7 miles. For Sunday, rain likely after 2 p.m. Cloud skies have about 53 degrees. A lot of rain will be coming. East around 5 to 7 miles in the morning. Chest patient 6%. New percent to the 10 quarter inch possible for us. Saturday night, rain likely cloud skies about 42 degrees. Northwest about 5 to 6 miles on chest patient 6%. Monday, chest rain cloud skies about 53 degrees and chest patient 50%. Monday night, chest showers before 7 p.m. Most skies go to about 41 degrees and chest patient 30%. Tuesday, part skies go about 63 degrees. Tuesday, most skies go to about 43 degrees. Wednesday, chest showers, parts of the most skies got about 61 about 44 degrees. Chest patient 40%. Thursday, chest rain, most skies got about 61 about 44 degrees. Chest patient 50%. Dropping down 30% by Thursday night. Friday, most skies got about 62 degrees. Currently, it's not here. It is fair and 40, humidity 70%. And that's me for the Peter Channel 11 o'clock news. It's late. Right at April 28th, 2016. I appreciate it. Good night. I'll see you tomorrow morning with a more report. Good night.